complementary angle of projection. So what is meant by complementary angle? Means both having same range at two different angles are called complementary angles. Suppose this is the x-axis and this y-axis. Two particles are projected. One is with theta and another with 90 minus theta, with both having same velocity. So these two particles having same range are called complementary angles. So this is the maximite h1. For this time taken is t1. And for this time taken h2 and time taken is t2. Why range you say this is 90 minus theta means we projected with the theta. See, for we projected for angle theta, so range R1 equal to formula u square sin 2 theta by g. So we projected for 90 minus theta. So range R2 equal to u square sin 2 into 90 minus theta by its g. So this can be written as u square sin 180 minus 2 theta by g. So then R2 equal to u square sin 180 minus theta second quadrant. So second quadrant sign having it's a plus. So 180 does not change. So then you get the sin 2 theta by g. So this is range is same, R1 is equal to R2. This is called complementary angles. Now what is its maximum, it's the time of flight for a complementary angle of projection. So what is its maximum time of flight for complementary angle of projection. So now we are going to discuss for theta. For theta, h1 is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Suppose we are writing for 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, h2 equal to u square sin square 90 minus theta by 2g. Sin 90 minus theta, its first quadrant, its sin becomes cos. So now we get the answer. h1 is h2 equal to u square cos square theta by 2g. Suppose now we add together h1 plus h2. So when we add together, we get the answer. So in both we can take common u square by 2g. And it's sin square theta plus cos square theta. This becomes 1. So h1 plus h2 equal to u square by 2g. Next, so when we product h1 into h2. So when we product h1 by h2. So u square sin square theta u square by 2g cancel. Then we will get the answer. Sin square theta by cos square theta is equal to tan square theta. So now we multiplied with h1 and h2. When we multiplied h1 and h2, so both you multiplied, you will get the answer u square by 2g. It's whole square because it's u square by 2g, u square by 2g. Next you get the answer sin square theta into cos square theta. So we can write this h1 h2 equal to u square by 2g. Here we multiplied 4 by 4. So then you can write it's 2 sin theta cos theta by. So when we write it in whole square, this becomes 2 in whole square. Next to h1 h2 equal to, so you take it common because a range formula u square sin 2 theta by g. So when it is taken common, one more 4 comes out. So u sin 2 sin theta cos theta, can write sin 2 theta. So u square sin 2 theta by g, you can write is a range r square by 4 into 4, it's a 16. So now range r square equal to 16 into h1 h2. Now range r equal to 4 into root over h1 h2. This is the formula. So next we are going to write it's a time of flight for theta time of flight 2u sin theta by g. For 90 minus theta, so t2 equal to 2u into, it becomes cos theta by g. So then when we multiply t1 by t2, we get answer 2u sin theta, 2u by g cancel, becomes tan theta. So when we multiply t1 into t2 equal to, so we get the answer 4 and 2u square by g square into 2 sin theta cos theta. Then one more g right here. So t1 t2 equal to 2u square. Then we can write u by g. So u square into, this can be written as sin 2 theta by g. So this we can write as r, range by r. So this is very important formula. Time is directly proportional to range. See, for a complementary angle of projection, suppose we projected theta is equal to 45 degrees, so this becomes a maximum. Theta equals to 45 degrees, so this is the range is like this. So already we know when range becomes maximum when theta equals to 45 degrees. Suppose we projected, this is the 45 degrees we projected. Suppose we projected theta equal to 30 degrees. So theta equals to 30 degrees we got like this. So this is the theta equals to 30 degrees. And one we projected with theta equals to 60 degrees. Then we got this like this. This is the theta equals to 60 degrees. See, so theta and 90 minus theta both are complementary angles. Suppose one we projected 30 degrees, then other will be 90 minus 30, 90 minus 30, 60 degrees. So these two are complementary angles, so that's why the range is same. Suppose one we projected with 50 degrees, it's a 50 degrees. When it is 50 degrees, then 90 minus 15 will get the answer 75 degrees. So 75 degrees having the same range. It's the same range. So now from this concept, for which angle is maximum range? 45 degrees. That means theta equal to 0 to 45 degrees. Range increases, and usually maximum also increases. And theta equal to 45 degrees to 90 degrees. Theta equal to 45 degrees to 90 degrees. Range decreases, and so maximum also always increases. It's a very important point. So now we are going to derive the relation between first see for complementary angle of projection. So we projected theta equals to 45 degrees, the range becomes maximum. Theta equal to 30 degrees, so range is like this. Suppose theta equals to 30 degrees means theta one more is 90 minus plus the complementary angles. And also 45 plus theta, 45 minus theta also complementary angles. Suppose one is projected with 30 degrees. So 30 degrees means other is projected with 90 minus 30 is 60, both having same range. And one more thing, theta equal when we projected with 50 degrees, one is 15 and other is having 75 degrees, both having same range. And here important point is, very important point, theta equals to 0 to 45 degrees. So theta equals to 0 to 45, range increases continuously. This is the 15, 30, 45. 15 here, so 30 here and 45. So range increases, maximum also increases. For theta equals to 45 to 90, so 45 to 90. So range decreases and maximum increases. Now we are going to derive the relationship between H, T and R. So already we have the formula H equal to U square sin square theta by 2G, and range formula, so U square sin 2 theta by G, and time of flight formula T is equal to 2U sin theta by G. So now we are going to find the first relation between H and T. But here what happened? H having only U square and T having only U. So that's why we taken T square. That means 4U square sin square theta by G square. Now this way this H by T square equals to U square sin square theta by 2G. 4U square sin square theta by G square. So G square cancel. U square sin square cancel. So 2 into 4 is 8. So G by 8. H equal to 1 by 8 G T square. And the relation between T and R. So we have the range formula U square sin 2 theta means 2 sin theta cos theta by G. T square means, so 4U square sin square theta by G square. Now, so range R by T square, U square sin 2 sin theta cos theta by G, and T square means 4U square sin square theta by G square. So G square, G cancel, U square cancel, sin theta square cancel, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So there is a g is remains. So g and sin theta by cos theta we got cot theta. So but we are right tan theta. So 1 by cot means it's tan theta. So g by 2 into tan theta. Next we are going to find the relation between h and r. So h equal to u square sin square theta by 2g and r equal to u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. H by r. So u square get cancel, square sin theta cancel, g cancel. So you get the answer sin theta by 4 cos theta is tan theta by 4. So now h equal to tan theta by 4 into r. Here theta equals to 45 degrees, tan 45 degrees equal to 1. So h equals to r by 4. It's a very important relation. So now we are going to discuss problems. say page number 172, page number 172, question number 22. So the question is given: a particle is projected into its xy plane from the origin. So the equation is given: y equal to root 3x minus g by 2 into x square. Then find the speed of the projection. Speed we have to find. So this equation is like y is equal to ax minus bx square. So initial speed, there is a shortcut formulas are there. So we can find initial speed. So this we have to compare. So in the b replace this is having, a replace having tan theta equal to root 3. So now theta equal to 60 degrees. Now in the replace, b replace means g by 2 u square cos square theta equal to g by 2. So g by 2 cancel. So u square cos square theta equals to 1. So cos 60 1 by 2 is 1 by 4 equals to 1. So u equal to 2 meters per second. Next to question number 23rd. Speed u is equal to, a particle is projected with the speed 19.6 meters per second with the angle theta equals to 30 degrees with the horizontal. Then what is the time of flight? Time of flight we have to find. So time of flight formula 2u sin theta by g. This is equal to 2 into 19.6 sin 30, it's 1 by 2, g value 9.1, so 9.8 to the, and 2 cancel, so time taken is equal to 2 seconds. Next to question number 24. A particle is projected with an initial velocity. What is initial velocity? 200 meters per second. And with angle theta equals to 30 degrees. With the vertical. With the vertical means with horizontal it becomes 60. So find the horizontal distance covered by the particle in 3 seconds. So at what time we have to find t equal to 3 seconds. Already we know along the horizontal direction what is the position of the particle. Let's say it's a projected like this. So after time 3 seconds it is at this point it traveled along x direction x, along y direction y. So along x direction what is initial velocity? Ux equal to u cos theta and ax equal to 0 and time t equals to 3 seconds and theta equal to, you can write later. So how much is the distance traveled? X. So now we can write sx equal to ux t plus half ax into t square. So substitute here sx means x, ux means u cos theta into t plus half 0 into t square. X equal to u cos theta into t. So x equal to u cos means 200 into cos 60 1 by 2 into 3. 2 ones are 200 is equal to 300 meters. Next to question number 25. A body is projected with initial velocity u is equal to 20 meters per second and theta equal to 60 degrees. With the horizontal, what is initial velocity vector? So when we projected with the u velocity, what is initial velocity vector? It makes an angle theta. Initial velocity vector u bar equal to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. So u bar equal to 220 sin 60 is a cos 60 I cap plus 20 sin 60 j cap. So u bar equal to 20 into cos 60. Cos 60 it's 1 by 2 I cap plus 20 into root 3 by 2 j cap. 1 1za it's 10za 1za 10za. So u bar equals to 10 I cap plus 10 root 3 is j cap is the answer. So next 26th, a body is projected at an angle 60 degrees with the horizontal with the momentum p. At highest point, magnitude of momentum is. Body is projected. So like this, its velocity theta. So what is momentum at highest point? Its velocity is equals to u cos theta. Theta equal to projected with the 30 degrees. Then momentum, initial momentum p is equal to mu. This is the mu. At highest point p dash is equals to m into vx. This equals to mu into cos 30. So this becomes p. So p dash is equals to p cos 30. How much is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So now you can write 3 by 2 into p. Next to 27th question. Question number 27. The potential energy of a projectile at its maximum height is equal to kinetic energy if the velocity of the projection is 20 meters per second. U is equals to 20 meters per second. We projected so like this x-axis, y-axis, and potential energy at its highest point equal to kinetic energy. So when we projected u, what is kinetic energy? Half mu square. What is potential energy at highest point? So P is equal to mg into capital H. This is because at a height h is there, so potential at this point is h. This is equal to half mt square. So mg into h means u square sin square theta by it's 2z. G cancel, u square cancel, m cancel, 1 cancel. Now what remains? Sin square is equal to 1. So and the sin theta equals to 1. So theta equals to, you can write it is 90 degrees or theta equals to, you can write it. So now time of flight we have to find sin theta by g. So this is equal to 2 into what is initial velocity? 20 meters per second. So into 20 sin theta is 1 by g cancel. This becomes 2 into 2, 4 seconds. So question number 28. So question number 28. From a point on the ground, the particle is projected with initial velocity such that its horizontal rate is maximum. So the magnitude of the average velocity during the time of ascent. Particle is projected with initial velocity u such that its range maximum is theta equals to 45 degrees and the magnitude of average velocity during the time of ascent. Average velocity we have to find. Time of ascent means here to here we have to find the average velocity. So first, what is the initial velocity? U cos theta I cap plus U sin theta j cap. At highest point, so U cos theta I cap only because its vertical velocity becomes 0 and horizontal velocity. So Vx equals to U cos theta only. And average velocity equal to, so V plus U by 2, this becomes 2U cos theta I cap plus U sin theta j cap by 2. So average velocity equals to U cos theta I cap plus U by 2 into sin theta j cap. So average velocity equal to, so U means U theta equals to 45 degrees, so U by 2 I cap plus U by 2 into 2 it's j cap. So V average equal to, you can write U by root 2 whole square plus U by root 2 whole square. So this equals to root over U square by 2 plus U square by 4 into 2 8. So now we take LCM 8. LCM 8. So the 4 plus 1 5. So root over 5 U square by 8. This equals to root 5 U by 2 root 2 is the answer. Next question number 29. Horizontal and vertical displacement of the projectile is given. X equals to 80 and y is equal to bt plus minus 3t square. So velocity of projection u we had to find. It's a simple shortcut formula. U is equals to root over a square plus it's a b square. So because this can be written like this, x equal to u cos theta into t, and y you can write it is u sin theta into t minus half gt square is the answer. Now in the replace of a, what will be there? A is equal to u cos theta is there, and in the u sin theta replace is the b is there, u sin theta, and equation number 1, equation number 2, 1 square plus u square, you get the answer. A square plus b square equals to u square into sin square theta plus cos square theta, this becomes 1, and u square equals to a square plus b square, and u is equals to root over a square plus b square. Similarly, we can find range, maximum formula. So range is equal to, maximum equals to u square sin square theta by it's a 2z replace, it's a b is there, so that means b square by 2z. Now what is the range formula? Range equals to 2u sin theta cos theta by g, 2u square sin theta by g. So u square means u square 2 sin theta cos theta by it's g, this can be written as 2 into u sin theta, it's u cos theta by g, and u sin theta means b, this u cos theta means a. So range is equals to, you can write this, this is the 2ab by it's g, and you can write the time of flight 2u sin theta by g. So then you can write t into u u sin theta replace, it's a b is there, it's a b by g. So now these formulas we can use in shortcut way. So and 31 u bar equal to a I cap plus b j cap plus c j cap k cap. Then what is the component of velocities? This we can write is ux and this is the uy. So ux equal to ai cap plus bj cap and uy is equals to ck cap. So then you can write its component velocities. So you can write root over a square plus b square. Next to 30. See, two projectiles are thrown from the same point with the same velocity. So their complementary angles. Difference of height h1 minus h2 equal to 30 meters. And what is the maximum height and what is the minimum height we have to find. So h is equal to h1 plus h2 is equal to already we know u square by 2, which is the formula for complementary angles. So h1 plus h2 equal to u square means the projectile is a 50 into 50 by it's a 2 into 10 you get the answer. So h1 plus h2 equal to, so this we can write as 2 ones are 50, 5 into 10 are 2 5s are. So this is the 125. 25 fell 125. So h1 minus h2 is given. So 30. When we added 2h1 equal to 155 and h1 is equal to 155 by 2. So you substitute, you will get the answer. Once you difference, it's a plus minus minus. Then this cancel. 2h2 equal to, so difference you get the answer 95. h2 equal to 95 by 2 is the answer. Okay.